You struggle as a trader not because of a bad strategy, it's because you're trading from a survival mode. You keep chasing trades, you keep forcing trades, you keep overtrading, and that's why you're struggling and you keep losing. So in this video, we're going to go through 5 ways to overcome this and reset your nervous system so that you can trade with clarity. So make sure you watch this to the end. But before we get started, go ahead, like and subscribe and drop a comment below so that it helps the algorithm push this video out to more traders like you. So let's get started. The first one is that you have to understand that the market is actually neutral. It has no idea who you are. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't know if you're trying to buy or sell. It has no bias against you. It's not interested in you. The market is completely neutral and it's moving the way it should move, right? So the market goes up, pulls back, comes down, goes up, pulls back, comes down, goes up, right? If it's bullish, it creates higher highs and higher lows, right? If it's bearish, it's lower lows and lower highs, right? You have to understand this. There's no other way the market moves, right? This is not some Solana shitcoin where it just goes up and then peaks out and then everybody dumps, right? That's not real trading, right? But in a real market environment, markets move in steps, right? And you have to understand that that's all that it's ever doing in every single time frame, right? And it's just doing what it's supposed to do. It has no idea about you. So you have to get over that and understand that it's completely neutral and this is how markets move, right? Once you understand this, then you can create strategies around this movement and improve, okay? Number two is that your nervous system is actually the trading bot that's running your entire game. Your entire trading career is being controlled through your nervous system. It's like some trading bot, and it's making you do things without you wanting to do it. It's making you react to situations without you wanting to react. You're not aware of why you're hesitating, why you're scared, why you're fearful, why anything is happening. You're just reacting like a robot. And that's because of your nervous system. So you have to understand this, right? Number three is that you don't need more strategies. More strategies is not going to fix your problems. It's not going to make you better as a trader, right? It's not about strategies. The problem is at the root. The root of the problem is your internal issues, your nervous system, your programming, your internal programming, right? And until you fix this, nothing is ever going to work. Everything's always going to be difficult. So you have to fix this problem at the root. Okay, you don't need more strategy. You need to reprogram yourself, right? Once you can do this, then it becomes much easier, right? Trading becomes less stressful. There's no stress. There's just nothing. You're not in this state of worry. You're not anxious. You just get on with it. You just take trades and you take good trades and you don't overtrade. You take the right trades and you just stick to your plan, right? You make a decision and you stick to it. You don't have to change, right? So you have to understand this, that by doing that, you have to fix the root cause, the inner work, right? Your internal world is what runs the show. The external world is a reflection of the internal world, right? And the market, your results in the market is a reflection of your internal world, right? So strategies are external. You have to understand strategy is an external factor, right? So fix the internal, right? And once you do that, you're going to be good. Number four, signs that your nervous system or your psychology, whatever you want to call it, has been hijacked and you no longer control it. And what that looks like in the market. So that could be things like hesitation. So you are scared of taking a trade. So if you ever hesitated to get into a trade and you had to like doubt and second guess and this and you're worried to take the trade, right? That is pure hesitation. And that's because your nervous system is controlling you. It's making you hesitate. You're shaking, right? You're not clear. You're unclear. And that's the worst place. You cannot be like that in the marketplace. You're going to get slaughtered. You're going to miss your trades. You're going to miss setups because you're hesitating, right? And then there's FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. Okay, so that means you're going to force trades or you're going to get into trades early because you're FOMOing, right? And then when you're FOMOing, you're going to rush your decisions. You're not going to stick to your plan. You're actually going to just completely forget about your plan and your trading edge, and you're just going to FOMO into trades and chase dopamine and click buttons because you're not thinking straight now. You're FOMOing, right? And FOMO is actually caused from things like lack, scarcity mindset. That's all childhood programming. So if you have a bad relationship with money, then it's going to make you FOMO. You feel like you're going to miss out on opportunities to make money. Like you think there's no more opportunities. Like this is the only opportunity for the rest of your life, which is not true, right? The market is abundant, right? There are opportunities, new opportunities forever. You're never going to run out, right? So you have to understand that, right? There's no need to FOMO. If you miss a trade, there'll be another trade. It's like a bus, right? If you miss one bus, there'll be another bus, right? There's always going to be a bus, right? It's like surfing. If you miss one wave, there's always going to be another wave, right? You have to think of it like this. Then once you can come at the market with this mindset, then you're not going to FOMO. And that is going to give you a lot of power, right? You're not going to be FOMOing, okay? And what else? So there's also revenge trading, right? Revenge trading means that you've been hijacked, right? If you are revenge trading, that's an ego issue, right? Because you have this big ego and you want to maybe you are chasing validation. Maybe you are in a group on Telegram or Discord and you're posting trades and you're trying to prove to people, right? You're trying to get validation to stroke your ego. You're chasing validation and you have your identity attached to the outcome, right? And then you take a loss and you feel like you have to fix it, right? Like you don't have to be ashamed of it, like because I know where you've been, where you're at, because I've been there, right? And I think a lot of us go through that, right? But you know, posting trades is doesn't prove shit. It makes things difficult for you, right? Are you trading for yourself or are you trading to please the crowd, right? So you gotta, if you want to level up, you have to kill the ego, right? And grow in silence and and understand that it's not personal, right? Don't have your identity attached to any outcome, right? It's all probabilities. So revenge trading is another killer. It gets everybody. It gets a lot of traders and it's an ego thing. So you have to detach from that and fix it, right? And rewire your programming around that. So those are a couple of signs that you're trading from a hijacked nervous system, that you're not trading from clarity, which leads to number 5 is you basically have to be calm and centered. You have to trade from a place of clarity. You have to trust your system. You have to know your edge, you know your probabilities, trust yourself to stick to the plan and not change strategies midweek, right? And just be this unfazed, unshakable, cold trader that's just black and white, that you don't care, right? And then once you can do that, then nothing can ever take you by surprise. You don't get shocked, right? Nothing scares you. And I'm not saying it to be for you to be reckless, but everything that you've done, that you're doing in the market is now calculated. Your risk management is on point. You know your strategies, you know your probabilities. You're not greedy, you trust yourself. You have to recenter. You do this by meditating, being mindful, and just being self-aware of yourself, right? And the Inner Edge Pro, the first link in the description, we rewire your subconscious programming and we delete all the negative emotions so that you can actually trade from clarity and confidence. There's a lot of techniques inside the program that we go through that will help rewire your subconscious programming. Just knowing about it is one thing, but knowing about it and not fixing the programming is it's like swimming upstream. You're always going to be battling with something. It's always, willpower doesn't work, right? Willpower will only work for one day, and then the negative emotions will come back, and then you'll relapse, and then you'll have the same problems again, and then you'll be back at square one, right? You'll be in the red again, right? So you have to understand that you need to fix yourself, right? You don't need more strategy. You basically need to rewire yourself. And you know, it took me 10 years to figure this out. And I'm just basically telling you in like 10 minutes, right? So that's my video for you for today. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, like and subscribe, drop a comment below. Let me know what you're dealing with and what you're struggling with. And until the next video, you're on your own. Goodbye.